up, people? Welcome back again to the Black and Blue podcast. This is your partner Ice Blue. This is my homeboy.
BlackIce.
And we're gonna give you the real and some unfiltered opinions as we do every week. So man, social media. Boy, on site, huh? You heard about it, the baby? Him and another MC from the Carolina area, dude named Cam Coldheart. And I guess he got what he asked for because he kept taunting him and taunting him and taunting him. And you meet up with somebody, it's supposed to be fighting, right?
Right.
And you ain't supposed to be holding your phone up like, yeah, look at me, you know. And it happened in Louis store. It's like, wow, okay, that's how y'all getting down. And he got his ass whipped, pants beat off. He said it was the Cam Coldheart said it was two people that jumped him, the baby and his man. Either way you looked at it, you look for trouble, you gonna find it. He was asking for that. What did you think?
Yeah, you can brag that after you get your ass whooped that two people jumped you. You came on to him. So
Right.
So yeah. So I mean, it was different. If the baby and his whole team look out for him, that wasn't the case. So to me, I mean, the baby didn't violate the rules by if it was more than one person.
Right.
And then I think it's dumb to work on somebody filming like this whole thing just for clout chasing, man. Like,
And that's what it looked like to me too, a form of clout chasing because you got a beef with somebody. It ain't gonna be on you talking on Snapchat and all this to somebody. It's like you really followed this man. You sought him out for some attention and you got it.
that's like something. That's like a woman thing to do. like, like no real G be out here trying to film. At least not back in the day anyway. These days, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he deserved it. He deserved getting his ass whooped.
But the part about it, how you get whipped and you ain't got he whip you to your drawers, dog. That's the part I don't get. Like, I understand taking the L, but how your pants come down? Like, that was the weird part to me.
It was already down, probably.
So that means you really won't trying to fight. Cause you trying to fight somebody, the last thing you can do is be worried about pulling your pants up, right?
The last thing you want to do is have a phone in your hand too.
That's true.
Trying to keep both your hands free. You trying to fight somebody.
That's true. That's true, man. Switching subjects for a little bit, man. Some more social media, man, and things being captured. You seen this racist cop all out of West Helena, Arkansas? There's a brother named Edric Truitt. I know a lot of people seen it on social media. He was in the parking lot. Police told him, "He got a gun, he got a gun." And the brother put his hands out the window. It was like, "What gun? What gun?" And they kept talking and talking. And he was recording the whole thing. And basically, it would have been the same narrative with the same lie, and another black man would have been murdered. And he was big mad that he couldn't kill him. Did you see that? He was pissed. He was pissed. He kept saying, "Well, turn the car." Like, nah, y'all get y'all people to come turn the car. I ain't touching nothing. He already said I had a gun. What you think, bro?
Okay. That's some scary shit. And that didn't happen like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what time it was, but yeah, it looked at nighttime.
And they say they blocked him in too, so he couldn't go anywhere. And they cleared out the parking lot at the gas station. So I mean, that's scary stuff, man. I mean, it's just a reminder, man. Like, we gotta be on my P's and Q's as black men, innocent or not. Hey, I mean, it can happen to anybody.
That's true, man. It's crazy, man. It's scary, man. You never know when you're going home or when you're not gonna come home.
Right. But I like that he played it smart. So just
He
talking
played
back.
He played it very smart.
You put both your hands out.
And the thing about it, why I thought about it, man, because he was sharp. Because the most person would have been like, "I ain't got no gun," but you would have did that inside the car where nobody could see that. He just instantly put his shits out.
Yeah.
Sometimes your initial reaction probably would have been to do like this. And then they were like, "Oh, I saw him reaching for something." It would have been his phone or whatnot.
But that's the difference too. He tried to de-escalate the situation. That's the other thing you should get out from this. It's very unfortunate what happened to Sandra Bland, but sometimes I wonder, like, I'm pretty sure if she was still here, that she would like rethink some of her actions. You know what I'm saying? And not saying she was in the wrong because she had every right to be pissed off at that cop.
Right.
But but her decision making.
You gotta make it home. You gotta think the process of making it home. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, if he would have been yelling back at the cop what she did, he probably would have been dead.
Yeah. Speaking of what's George Zimmerman? He seems to have a doppelganger out here named Hannah Payne, and we talked about it a few weeks ago. You know, she killed a 62-year-old black man named Kenneth Herron. Man, he was in a fender bender car accident, minor accident. He pulled off from the scene. She chose to be Superwoman. She followed him and killed him. She killed him. She said, "Get out the car! Get out the car! Get out the fucking car! I'm going to shoot you, bitch! Who the fuck are you?" And then when she called, Hayward testified that when she picked the phone back up, she told the operator, "He just shot himself with my gun." You lying piece of shit.
So somehow he took the gun from her and shot himself. Wow. But they said they moved forward for trial, right?
Yeah. This is the preliminary, and his wife, Christine Harris, says, "I believe she's gonna be found guilty because everything points to her. She was the one following the man a whole mile and shot him." Trayvon Martin all over again, man, all over again. Who the fuck are you?
Sad thing about it, it seemed like an open shut case, but that's never the case when things go to trial.
Yeah, man.
Because Trayvon Martin, that should have been an open shut case, and you see what happened.
Yeah, we saw that happen. We saw that. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yo, man. Speaking of I want to get your opinion, man. I was reading an article. They're sealed FBI audio tapes that allege Martin Luther King Jr. had affairs with 40 women and watched while a friend, another pastor, raped a woman. And it's coming out. These documents are going to be pretty much sealed. They were sealed until 2027.
So how do you know it's in the documents if it's not sealed yet, unsealed yet?
Well, it's a guy. He's writing a book. His name is his last name is Garrow.
Okay.
And it's some type of research. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that's how the aspect of it is coming out.
Okay. Yeah, that's something like I gotta see evidence of that before I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't take no hearsay from some white guy.
But my thing is, I'm not talking about the rape part. No one is perfect. It's good and bad in everybody, and it's like, does the good outweigh the bad? And Martin Luther King liked women. He liked women, but he still had a greater cause too.
Yeah, most great leaders had effed up personal lives of some sort. Or either or people with great positions rather. So yeah, I mean that shouldn't lessen his legacy by any means. What's going on? I know the FBI was like watching him for a long time, so don't tell what type of things or locker room conversations and that they may have heard and whatnot. So,
according to Business Insider, it says documents describing secret FBI recordings allege Martin Luther King Jr. had affairs with 40 women and watched on as a pastor raped a woman in the 1960s, a news report said. According to the Times, an article written by King biographer David Garrow and set to be published in the June edition of the UK magazine Standpoint details newly released FBI memos that discuss the tapes. So I guess even though the memos is how they got the information, memos I guess maybe or I mean maybe
Oh, they got like police reports of the notes that were taken.
right, or probably maybe before the time frame. And the tape sealed in the 20 until 2027 in the U.S. National Archives. They hold recordings from bugs placed in hotel rooms King used in the 1960s when they suspected his aide Stanley Levison was a communist. It says Business Insider has contacted the King Center for comment on the report, but has yet to receive a response. The tapes were made as part of an FBI surveillance project that began in 1955 and continued until King was assassinated in 1968, according to Stanford Martin Luther King Jr.'s Research and Educational Institute. The FBI was trying to gather negative information about King in hopes of using it to discredit him. Former FBI J. Edgar Hoover, who when they say was black or had black blood in him, and he was so ashamed of himself he couldn't scrub it out of him. And he was gay, which has no issue to anybody homosexual, but he hid that too. They say he was a cross dresser and everything. It was what it was, and he was personally motivated to bring down Dr. King.
How sick do you got to be listening to a rape and not do anything about it?
Yep. And they said they were in the next room and they didn't do anything.
No.
And according to the rape set, they said, according to the Times, a memo occupying the tape alleges King looked on and laughed as pastor of Baltimore's Cornerstone Baptist Church raped the woman in the hotel room. The pastor died in 1991. The FBI documentary said King had a conversation in which he discussed which women among the parishioners would be suitable for natural and unnatural sex acts, the Times wrote, citing Garrow's article. When one of the women protested that she did not approve, the Baptist minister immediately forcibly raped her, the Times wrote, quoting FBI agents. Garrow wrote that the FBI agents did not intervene during the alleged rape.
That's very sick. If that happens, that's very sick for you to be listening to the whole thing going on. She crying for help, and you're a federal agent right next door, and you decide not to do anything.
Yep.
So if that did happen, they just as guilty for allowing it to happen.
That's true. Yo, man, I haven't had a chance to peep it yet, because me and you've talked about it many times. When it's a show that comes on that I like, for instance, like on a Netflix show, we'll take Dear Black, what is it, Dear White People?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a few shows like, not just Dear White People, but if it's shows I really, really like, when they come back on, I have to watch the previous season, or either watch 1, 2, 3 because they take so long to come. So my whole point in getting to that, Spike Lee's she's gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was good the first time, but it's almost been like 2.5, maybe 3 years. Mm-hmm. So I have to watch it again, which I'm gonna do this week, and then watch the second season. But how'd you like it, bro?
It came out this past weekend, and I had a busy weekend, so I'm just now getting into it. Mm-hmm. It's 10 episodes. I just watched 5 already, so I'm halfway through it already.
Okay.
It's good. There's things I don't like about it, but there's a lot of things I love about it. So like the first season, there was more emphasis on her and her 3 lovers, the 3 male lovers, and for a brief second.
Describe it without giving no spoilers too.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't want to know.
Yeah. But this is from first season.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, they focused on the 3 men, and then you remember she had that brief lesbian relationship with the older woman.
Yeah. They had the little girl.
Right. Yeah. So this season it's off, and I went in blind. I didn't watch the trailer or anything for second season. Like I just went in. I just went in blind, and and I did rewatch the first season, but after watching a couple of episodes, things I come back. That's a good thing about a good series. They know how to fill you in. You know what I mean? So it's like. You don't have to see Captain Marvel to see Avengers.
So you had to watch the first season.
No, I saw recapping on my own. Like, okay, yeah, I remember him. Okay, I see. So when they wrote it in, it's like, okay, yeah, because right about their reaction. So second season starts 18 months after the first season. So and I guess the main emphasis of this season so far, from what my understanding, the emphasis on the you know, they did put this in the trailer. She actually got back with the girl, with the older one with the child. So they ended up having a real relationship. Okay. So I guess they explored her with the men in the first season. They kind of explored her dealing with this woman in the second season.
Okay. No darling.
Yeah. It's been pretty trippy. As far as things I briefly touching on what I don't like is I guess it's pretty general. But I mean that's the whole premise of she gotta have it. She's a sexual character, so you expect to be a lot of sex in the series. But I just felt like I just hate when the series kind of overdo with sex scenes. I feel like Power overdo with sex scenes, but that to make up for the bad story, or bad acting. You know what I mean?
Well, damn.
But yeah, I'm putting it out there. But as far as she got to have it, I didn't feel like it was necessary because it has a great story and then it has a great cast. So yeah, so some scenes in there gonna be very, very, very spicy. Season 2.
I know. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna ask you something.
Oh, go ahead.
I got to mess with you, and we call punches.
Yeah.
What's bad acting on Power? Call somebody else.
Oh, I think and I don't know. It's between I don't know. If it's bad acting or is it bad writing. It is a bad story. I mean, the best thing about Power is Tommy, the white boy, hands down. The boy, they played in barbershop and other stuff. The ghost son. Mm-hmm. I think he's a great actor, but I hated his character. I think it was dumb. Whoever wrote his character was just dumb. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even watch the last season.
That's Courtney Kemp, I believe. That's
Yep. It's Courtney Kemp. I looked her up. I had to find out who I need to blame after watching this crap. So yeah, I didn't watch it, and this is based off the season 4 last. I didn't watch the last season because season 4 last when I saw that, I'm like, I'm done with this show.
Yeah, because you didn't like how the boy, how you say, I don't like how they made it. Tariq is his name.
Yeah.
You say he had no comeback. He had no comeback.
Yeah. He was on lean the whole season. Like the whole season, he was high on lean. Like he was.
Yeah, when he did the murder, it's no comeback.
Yeah. Like all the black males.
That was your opinion.
Yeah,
all
the like he supposed to be the one to make it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you killed your only innocent character, which was the sister.
And you kill her.
Yeah, they killed her off.
Yeah,
and then
you like all. I feel you like all the redeeming qualities of the show. You took every last one.
Took that out because don't go back to killing the cop. But teenage black boy killed the cop. That's it. His future's done. So it's like, where can you go from there?
Right.
And then you made his nemesis, ghost nemesis, 50 Cent, Kanan, best buddies with him in the last season. After he just kidnapped your boy and put him hooked on lean, but now y'all run together now. Like, who does that? I be damn. Right, yeah. So you know what I mean. So yeah. So after that, watch it. Yes, that's why I'm clowning on Power. But she like Spike Lee directing more episodes this season 2 from what I've seen so far. Yeah, it's been great, man. Watching this show, I can see how Spike Lee playing the game. You know, the Hollywood game. But one thing about Spike, he still have his own identity on his series, and that's what I really like about it. So he still have his signature shots in there. He still have the way he's the best storyteller to me, telling the story in New York. Nobody can tell the story in New York better than Spike Lee. Mm-hmm. And this me being from the South, man, he shows a beauty about New York that, like, you listen to New York music, I never get unless I'm watching his stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I think I can really appreciate that. And then. So the best qualities about the you gotta have it is the way he captures New York and his people, and the music.
Right.
He doing the same thing like he did last season. He shows the album cover of the music being played.
Yeah. Okay.
And that alone is worth watching the season. That alone. So yeah, so it's been pretty cool so far.
Okay, and real quick, before we go, switch, I just thought about something. The Shy.
Yeah, I wonder about that too.
I saw the episode this week.
Me too.
Now, my thing is, as great as this show is, it's the best show on TV.
Mm-hmm.
How is it going to be without Jason Mitchell? And do I stay? Do I still want to be engulfed in the show? Knowing you about to rip the soul of the damn show out. And we're not making no excuses for him either for whatever's going on. We don't know. Just as we talked about it on our last show, he was accused of maybe some sexual misconduct with his co-star.
On that set and other sets.
Yeah, on other sets too. So
Yeah.
in the same
But I
don't
mean,
know.
but he has been the shining star of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the foundation of season 2, and I'm upset that he could have potentially messed that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I like all the characters in the show, but I don't see him holding it down in his absence though. Like I don't see him
Right.
the characters being that strong because I love the kids
Everything
dynamic.
evolves around him. He's the centerpiece for
He
everything
is.
that connects.
Yeah, that's
It
probably
all
why.
started with his brother's death, and he's the center. So you take that
Yeah,
center out. If you take that center out and you don't know where he's going, you got another version of power. We're going in its own direction, its own type
yeah,
of feel. Like, okay, it's another hood drama. It's another wire. But because you done took the soul of somebody trying to we like Brandon. Where's he going? He trying to stay positive.
yeah,
So
and I
then it
can't.
becomes the regular black whatever hood
Yeah,
show.
and I can't connect with any of the characters on the same level as the character Brandon. You know,
I connect with Jacob Lattimore and what's the woman who plays his mom?
yeah, Yolanda Ross.
Yolanda. I connect with both of them.
Yeah, I said I can connect with him, but not as deep as Jason. Jason's definitely by far. Well, Brandon, the character Brandon.
Yeah, they Yolanda Ross and Jacob Lattimore, their relationship remind me of my mom's minus the cursing. You know what I'm saying? But I love that shit. Right,
but you know what? I thought you was wrong, but you called it on the. It was confirmed this past episode. You called it on Ronnie and the Emmett's mom.
Yeah.
I didn't see it happening, but you called it. I just thought that was a weird dynamic.
And it was also a weird dynamic how Emmett found out that he was the track coach was messing with.
Oh, that was funny. I want to see how
teenagers, man.
I want to see how that's gonna.
Man, it's fake make with the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah.
If that's why a lot of people, it's a known thing. It's not. He's not the only one. And then I just off topic, man. We having a good vibe right now, but you know how people are out to get R. Kelly, and as we said, and when we gonna start interviewing some people too, get some views on this and take some hits in a few episodes more. But damn, what was I just saying, homie? Cut me out.
Yeah, about the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah. With the R. Kelly, with people so much against him, and me and you both are. We just play devil's advocate to look at another situation. You think a lot of people are so angry to get him because they themselves may or know someone who was a victim of some type of sexual molestation or crime, and the person who did it, they never came, so vicariously they getting through them. And then what I would also wonder, like when you see the people who situations happen like that, even as adults, a lot of them. I remember Mary J. Blige, situation when she revealed some stuff some years ago. Common said who did his, but as adults, they never reveal who the person is, and I always wondered why. But that's just a little.
I feel like with the whole R. Kelly thing, they were very successful in changing the narrative from the whole underage thing to switching to the having a very young girlfriends thing, which we kind of saw on The Shy, and then by switching the narrative like that, it made more women sympathize with him. Case in point, this happened in Jackson not too long ago, Jackson, Mississippi. I see a lot of news going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a police officer who was involved with a 15-year-old girl in ninth grade sexually.
I know what you meant.
And like multiple times, for my understanding, it's been going on for months. And so when the dude finally got caught up, just recently I guess he committed suicide. He shot himself. And so it was a lot of people. It was a real big discussion about a lot of people was blaming the girl, a lot of people blaming the cop. Kind of rightfully so, because that was a minor. I don't care how she was built, how she looked, whatever, because she's still 15 years old.
Right.
And probably thought and talked like a 15-year-old. Hell, I just met a 23-year-old today. They talk like she was damn 16. So yeah, but I think but it's so funny. He's so pushing the narrative, but a lot of women, it's kind of like saying how great the cop was and he was good at his job. So they're like defending him because And then as you watching like reading these discussions, you find out a lot of these women did date grown men that was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they kind of like distort the whole narrative. You know what I'm saying? And you know, one thing I hate about living in this Me Too generation, this Me Too time right period right now. I totally agree with we should be victimizing women and saying they deserve this, that, and the third. But that doesn't eliminate from like we need to start teaching responsibility to our young people as well. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it was a cop's fault because that was a child. They're like simply put, as a child, he should never touch a child in that way. Period. Yes, I totally agree. But at the same time, I wonder where was the child parents at? How was she raised? Was the mom into shit like that? You know what I'm saying? So like I saw this mother daughter talk about this mother said she watched the show with her daughter. It was a real ratchet show. But I'm like, so you know y'all watch that together. What else is she watching taking in? You know what I mean? So like I understand you can be the best parent in the world and the child still gonna do what they want to do, but at the same time they feel like if you put a little bit more effort into the parenting, they shouldn't. That child wouldn't desire to be want to talk to a grown man like that. You know what I'm saying? Usually, if a child looking at an adult like that, they're looking for something. They're not getting somewhere else.
No daddy.
You know what I'm saying? So like okay, so you're like just blame the cop, just blame the adult for being out of line, but also like what can we do to protect our young people from being in situations? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just feel like nobody talk about prevention. Like the same thing with the abortion thing. You want to talk about the law up and down all day long, but nobody talk about how to prevent the situation. You know? Mm-hmm. But that's how I feel about it, man.
Okay. Switching gears for a little minute, back to the music scene. You know, ATL boy, Big Boi, Sleepy Brown. You know, the dynamic combination, man. They didn't had hits for years. Now they doing a joint album and an interview with Vinyl Me Please, and it's gonna be produced by Organized Noise, which you know everybody knows Sleepy Brown. If you don't know, is 1/3 of Organized Noise. You know, so he says, Big said, we got a vault full of music. Me and Sleepy Brown working on a record right now. We formed a group called The Big Sleepover. We're like 6 songs in, man. It's produced by Organized Noise. It's me and Sleepy Brown all the way down, man. And we're going to drop this shit in a couple of months and keep it moving. Waiting to hear that, Slick?
Yeah, I never trust Big Boi timeline. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, I did the last album. He was like a whole year off. You know what I mean? I was supposed to hear this album till next year. But either way, I look forward to hearing it. Big Boi is best with Sleepy Brown.
Yeah.
Since especially during his solo career started. So yeah, I think it'd be much better than the last matchup he did with Pentagram.
But you know, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't
no, hold on.
But you know, big solo projects. I'm not talking about outside of Sleepy Boy, and I know what the problem is too. His solo projects do not really move and sell records, and the reason is it's the marketing. But when I say it's the marketing, they push Big Boi as a they push him through the rapper machine, and Big Boi is a superstar. So you got to push him through the rock machine, the eccentric machine, the Lady Gaga type shit. That's the team who works Big Boi's project, not the rap department, not the R&B department, because his songs are surpassed that. And that's why Big Boi's music don't move. It's not that it's not good. People say he can't survive without Andre 3000. That's not true. His music, they don't know how to promote the brother.
Yeah.
Now, you know, his music is Z100, top 40. You know what I'm saying? It's galactic and shit, you know, and it don't get the push. And I mean, of course, if an Outcast thing with him and Dre, that's gonna immediately get the push. But Big Cassidy, has been holding it down on his own. They just always sucked at how they promoted him. They promoted, you can't. Once they did Hey Ya or Like the Way You Move and all that you can't push them through the rap market, you know what I'm saying? They got to be.
He been surpassed the rap market.
Yeah, he in the big money, the rock boys and all that shit, man.
But I had to be me being the biggest Outkast fan. I had to be honest enough to say his best solo project was still that first one though, the Son of Chico Dusty. I mean, I don't listen to Visualized Dangerous Rumors as much. I mean,
Mm.
I went back to that album about a month ago because I just thought about it. I mean, I hadn't listened to that album in a while, and it didn't age that well to me as compared to the Son of Chico Dusty. But even on Ottawa, the best tracks that he had was with Sleepy Brown. Speaker Box, best songs was Sleepy Brown. So, and and not and not to take away from and that is, I wouldn't say that's not a bad thing at all. I mean, 'cause Andre he do this thing on his own. He can have by himself. Um, but even then, Andre has help. It is lesser known help, but he has help too. But Big Boy, he feeds off energy. He's a social. He like being social. I mean, that's his thing. I mean, he always been like life of the party. He like being around people. And so and there's nothing wrong with that.
His left foot.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. So they had the energy bounce on Sleepy is real healthy for him. So definitely, man, I look forward to the project. It's funny though, good one project for him we never heard though that we all forgot about. Remember, it was been him, Killer Mike, and Peel.
Him and Killer Mike.
Yeah, him and Killer Mike was on a project too. Right, that project. Yeah, that one came out last year.
God damn, what up, more man? I forgot about Phil.
Yeah, exactly. After the whole thing went sour with MLG.
Salute my G.
I think ever since he went sour with MLG, he's like, I guess he's been blackballed. He just went. I don't know. He just disappeared like overnight. That's crazy. I do want to hear the Big Boi Killer Mike project too, because I feel like that's the only time we get the Killer Mike I really want to hear. I mean, because to me that was a highlight of the Big Boi's last album, Boomerverse. The highlight to me was hearing Killer Mike. Back on some organized noise beats, and back with Big Boi. And that's not knocking Run the Jewels. I just missed that Killer.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of Killer. Let's talk. Speaking of Killer, and I do mean Killer, because he's a killer ass clown. Kodak Black. He was in court on Monday and May 23rd, and his lawyers attempted to convince a judge to release the rapper on a $500,000 bond. The battle rapper's legal team attempted to blame his poor decisions on his upbringing in low-income apartments. According to documents obtained by the Blast, Kodak Black's lawyers wrote, Kodak Black grew up in Golden Acres, a small barracks-like cluster of public housing originally built in the late 1940s to house farm workers, which spans just over 80 acres and 170 units, and similar to the low-income housing tract. It came with crime and drugs. Kodak also claimed that he never used illegal drugs because he has a valid license to use cannabis. Get high, so high. A judge is yet to decide if Kodak Black will be granted a bond. Kodak Black was arrested by the FBI last week while at the Rolling Loud Festival on weapons charges. Since his arrest, he's made issues of receiving bond from the Georgia, according to TMZ. So, everybody, he had a thing to say about Nipsey. Now it's like that's common because ain't nobody trying to say free Kodak Black at this point. Now I don't hear nobody saying it.
Nobody should be saying that anyway. He done so much crap over the past 4 or 5 years that's been questionable. You know what I mean? But I guess the same way he can use that excuse, white people have been using the affluent excuse, saying because they had too much money they couldn't make right decisions.
Right.
So now he's saying he was too poor to make right decisions.
You got a point there. Yeah. And that boy just got out about a year. We did a story on that last year. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, he got out.
You know what I'm saying? So they using the same playbook basically. But yeah, honestly, man, jail in his case may do him some good. Like, he may come out like Gucci, And sometimes you isolate yourself away from the BS of people who's around you.
Well, I don't think he's going to come out like Gucci. Not if he go to jail for that rape.
Oh, yeah. But Gucci did push him out to move the car.
Yeah, but he paid some money to close that for a lot, too. He can't pay off no rape.
Nah.
Man, it's switching gears, man. We want to salute to the OG director, As we switching gears, man, we're going to give a salute to the OG director, F. Gary Gray. He's about to receive that walk on that Hollywood Walk of Fame, You know, he directed a lot of great things, man. Straight out of Compton. I mean, they say I remember when well, you're younger, man, but he had that. He used to be a director on that show, Pump It Up with D-Bone, hip hop show.
No.
So man, I know the brothers group so select, homie. You worked that.
Yeah.
What was you saying?
So, yeah, he directed Friday at 26.
Okay.
But he did a lot of stuff though. He did Straight Outta Compton, The Fate of the Furious.
Friday, Be Cool, The Italian Job, The Negotiator, Set It Off. Yeah, that brother put in that work, man.
The Miss Jackson video.
Who?
The Miss Jackson video.
Yeah. Outcast. Yeah, boy.
That. And I didn't know he directed the upcoming the new Men in Black international movie.
Oh wow, he did. I want to see that too.
Yeah. So yeah, and from my understanding, he's the first director outside the other guy. I guess it's been one director for all the Men in Black movies, so he's the first new guy to come in and direct it, and I think it'll be interesting. And basically, they just took the characters from Marvel and put them in Men in Black. So, you know, they got Thor and the black chick that was in Asgard, Tessa Thompson.
Okay.
And had to work together again.
And he also directed TLC's Waterfalls.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, you know, as we gonna close it out, man. Memorial Day weekend was Monday. We wanna salute the rest in peace to all our military soldiers that were lost on the field in battle. That's part of U.S. Armed Forces and the soldiers in these wars in these streets, man. Whether we going against the cops, black on black crime, gang violence, all these wars, man. We got to bring the peace. But man, for all the fallen soldiers, you know, they got lost in the cause. You know, brothers we lost like Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, all these young fellas, man. Police brutality, man, just increase the peace, man. And we think about them too when we say Happy Memorial Day, man.
You know what's up, man.
All right, this your boys Black and Blue. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll check y'all next time. Peace.
Right.